Doesn't matter if you're a big or a guard caught on a switch.
Hey, Coach, if this is about me being late.
Hello and welcome to our 2K presentation of the WCBL. We've got Milestone and the Surf City Waves taking on the High Flyers. And some news here. The relative newcomer, MP, deemed unavailable tonight. It's a bit of a surprise, especially considering his recent performances. In the meantime, Surf City has won the tip and we're underway. Feeds it inside and Milestone punches it through.
Look, Stone is just controlling the paint down low. He's getting whatever look he wants in there.
And what we're being told is MP is serving a one-game suspension for coach. Tough break with all of these scouts here in attendance, and they're getting to watch Miles just put on a show.
Surf City just piling it on at this point.
And MP has got to be disappointed in himself. It could have been his moment to show what he can do. Instead, he's watching from the bench.
Oh, and the three is good. Oh, Stone got a hand on it. And again, Stone owning the interior. Dunk after dunk in this one.
And a lot of questions will be asked about the maturity of MP, because his absence has certainly been felt. Not a good look for him.
So a lopsided win for Surf City as the final horn sounds. For everyone here at 2K, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, good game.
Listen, I grew up in a small town too.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got a WCBL matchup for you tonight with the High Flyers taking on the attack from SAC.
Well, you know I'm excited for this one. It's a classic NorCal versus SoCal showdown. The attack from SAC, obviously out of Sacramento, not Newtown, and the High Flyers are here in LA.
And the stars for the team tonight, it's Mills leading the way for the High Flyers with a newcomer, MP. And Drexel Carrington is the big name for the attack from SAC.
And both of these players are viewed as blue-chip prospects, some of the best in the region. I'm sure there are plenty of scouts on hand waiting to see how they fare against similarly ranked talent. I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front lines. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the one. Devontae Mills is the two guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. Now Carrington. Lund with the pick. Lets the three fly. And Drexel Carrington good from three. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington. But they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as the player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside on the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Now here's Lee. He has 6. This one for 3. Another miss by MP. Here's Carrington. Down low. Lund. And Lund slams it in. And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly, we'd say.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Outside Carrington. 5 on the clock. Inside. And Lund slams it in.
With authority, Lund just hammering down the slam.
Lee with it. And it's Lund picking him up. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
High Flyers trailing. The three! And another three for the Flyers. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Now here's Lee. 12 points for him. Drains the triple.
He's having a terrific game from downtown, burying just about everything.
You can feel the confidence he has in his three-point shot at this point.
Back to Lund. Good! Carrington gets the assist.
You thought he'd win this game? Nope. Ivory Lund scores inside, but it's also someone you don't want to leave open on the outside either.
And here's MP on the outside. Sacked with the rebound.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
Now here's Martinez. Expanding his range, and Callahan pulls it down. Fires for three, and another three for the Flyers.
He's looked very comfortable all game, and he's made the most of his chances.
Sack trailing here. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Gets the three ball to go.
Tremendous half from downtown. He's been locked in since the moment he stepped out on that floor.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. He's guarded closely. Sacked with another miss. And here are the High Flyers now. Outside Lee. From downtown. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting tonight.
They've just shot the lights out, and their opponent, not as much.
The question is, how long can they continue to do this? We've got a ways to go still.
Now Carrington. They can't stop the run with that one. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
And it's Sack's ball, trailing by 13. Outside Carrington. And he banks in the layup.
I love that pace. Pushing the action, Carrington not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Pass to O'Neal. Lee, Pagan defending. And the High Flyers, another triple.
Oh, talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking leaving him open for that three?
There's the screen. Here's Olsen. On the wing, it's Martinez. Robinson screen. Martinez can't get it to go. From deep, it's MP. And Robinson pulls it down. Martinez outside. Pass to Carrington. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound for Sack. Here's the three. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K2025.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Outside Lee. Connects it from downtown.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, he buries it.
Robinson screen. Pagan. Martinez. Covered by Brock. Martinez can't get it to go.
When you get that kind of look from the defense, you have to let it fly.
Sends it home from three-point land.
An improving aspect of O'Neal's game. If we have a second to talk about his playmaking, because right there he just made the right play, and he knows that that's important for his team.
Now Carrington. He's got 8 in this one.
Flat out inexcusable defense. They got lucky that he somehow missed that shot.
He knows he should have buried it with the defense being that lax. This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
Here's Carrington. To the middle. Olsen. And a great assist by Carrington as that one falls.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
From deep, it's MP. And the High Flyers, another triple.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. The High Flyers lead this one, opening a huge gap. Plenty of action still to come when we return. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the attack from Sac gearing up for the second half action in West Coast Basketball League. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Now here's Martinez. Outside Carrington. Off target from outside. Outside O'Neal. Lee. Jacks up a three. Nails the three-pointer.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Who's watching here?
To the paint.
Help me out.
Kicks it out to Martinez.
Come get it.
Lund with the pick. To the inside. And out of bounds. The High Flyers will take it. Now here's Lee. Pagan defending. And another three for the Flyers.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all the offense.
Now Carrington. He's got 8 in this one. Martinez. With just 5 to shoot. Lund, that's good.
Lund is attacking with confidence inside, making full use of his frame.
Outside Lee. And a miss there on the triple. A difficult situation for Sac. Outside Carrington. And Lee is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Martinez, now guarded by Mills. Carrington for 3. And Callahan pulls it down.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head-scratching. He's out there playing like he does a game of horse.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Pass to Martinez. Beautiful dime for the lay-in.
That's almost an automatic 2 points when he gets the ball so close to the rim.
The D has to battle to keep him out of the position in the post in the first place.
Now here's Lee. Non-stop scoring machine here. The 3. And another 3 for the Flyers.
Of all the guys you want to leave open on the perimeter, he's the last guy on the list.
Run, that's good.
So much easier to score in there. No need to show off the range that time.
On the wing, it's MP. Pagan defending. Knocks it down from distance.
He's just going to keep burying those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
Michael Pagan. First personal foul.
First one for him, Paul.
At the line for the High Flyers.
Both shots are good from the stripe. And it's Sack's ball. Pagan with it. Pass to Martinez. Cunningham. Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Shot clock at 3. Over Lee. Pagan misses. And it's High Flyers with the ball. Done. Pagan defending. Outside Lee. From past the arc. Sinks the tray. And here's Pagan. Pass to Lund. Back to Pagan. Cunningham. From deep. The High Flyers grab the miss.
And most days, that would be his shot. Not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Pass to Cunningham. Olsen. Lund on the money from 12 feet away.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the rock.
Outside Lee. They get it again. Now Casey. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Not nearly enough energy on the boards there. Defensive put back.
At the defensive end, they've got to be way more aggressive than that on the glass. What a pass from Pagan. Wow, he made that basket possible. And his bench, they're showing their appreciation.
Now here's Lee. Fires from deep. And another 3 for the Flyers.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Offensive rebound. Basket counts.
Okay, look, it's inexcusable to not box out Lund. You deserve to get burned when you allow him free reign of the offensive board.
Basket, good.
He came out of the locker room on fire. Great second half for him so far.
Pass to Lund. Olsen. Pagan. Covered by Lee. Pagan shot's good.
So dangerous. Can't let Pagan get a look like that so close to the hoop.
Outside Lee. And they double up MP. To the middle. Here's Casey. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Nice feed inside as well. Looking for some good shots.
Martinez outside. Lund, that's good.
Strong pass. Placed the ball right where his teammate needed it.
Now here's Lee. Pagan defending. There's the triple. And again, it's MP finding the 3.
It's so much fun watching a shooter have a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light is so bright.
Yes, it's good.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
Over to the left wing. Done. From outside, it's off the mark.
I don't think there's a person in the building who thought he was going to miss that.
Yeah, he had a wide open look. I wonder if he had maybe a little too much time.
And out of bounds, the High Flyers will take it. And it's High Flyers with the ball. Now here's Lee.
2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Lund with the rebound. Carrington outside. Kicks it to Pagan. Martinez. Clock at 6. Lund. Second shot. It's good. He needs true contact on the shot, so he'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. The High Flyers making a switch here. And it's High Flyers with the ball. And here's MP on the outside.
The big fella earning his keep on the glass.
Martinez outside. Over Brock. Martinez gets the bucket.
He's got the right form for any distance. That's Edward Martinez on target right there.
From deep, it's MP. Drills it from deep.
They've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. One or two of those, that's all it takes to really get him going.
Now Carrington. And Lund slams it in.
The run has been productive, but I think it's just a little too late.
Yeah, but do give them some credit for playing all the way to the end. Other teams might have just given up.
Here's Lee. And they double up MP. Carrington with the steal. Kicks it to Pagan. Back to Carrington. 6 to shoot. Down low. And Lund slams it in.
Well, so far, this game has Lund's impact all over it. The defense looks helpless to slow him down.
Outside Lee. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Inbound pass, picked off, and that's a quick way to end a possession.
So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
Well, I thought the most interesting...
And we'll catch you up in a second, all right?
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking to them. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Lou Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role, and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the 1. Devontae Mills is the 2 guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them. So at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Back to Harris. And that one's good.
But we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
The drive by MP. He makes another one. That's number 4 for him. He's now 4 for 4. Now here's Diaz. He's tightly guarded. Fades away. And there's another one for the Union Elite.
From mid-range, Harris is able to showcase his size and skill.
Outside Lee. Beyond the arc. And the high flyers, another triple. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself. Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
Outside Lee. From deep. Yes, once again, and he remains a perfect 6 for 6.
Their offense has been all about the long-range game.
Oh, obviously. You love the points, and you love how they stretch the defenders.
Harris, no good.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made three.
He's one of the guys. They don't mind taking the three in transition when he's that open.
Pass to Diaz. Mitchell. With 4 to shoot. From the arc. Hauled in by high flyers. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Now here's Mitchell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. They need this! And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for the three-point play.
I like that. His coach likes it too. Mitchell playing through the whistle. Now he'll go to the line for one more.
The high fly is leading. Pass over to Casey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And it looks like we're going to be in for a good one if this pace keeps up.
The energy in here today is electric, and these teams are really feeding off of it.
Back to Pagan. Mitchell. Three-pointer. Tries again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
The three! And another three for the Flyers.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Kicks it to Walker. Here's Kolish. Shoots the three. Pulled in by Casey. Lee with it. Guarded down by Pagan. Count the basket.
Devontae Mills, typically he's the setup guy for his team. But look at this. It's actually working in his favor. You expect him to pass, and he goes and finds a creative score.
Here's Walker. Back to Pagan. Back to Kolish. The shot's good. Pagan making the play. When you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
And here's MP on the outside. And the high flyers, another triple.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
Here's Walker. Back to Kolish. Here's Pagan. Soft touch off the glass and in.
The best way to run a low-risk offense is to get high percentage looks.
Here's Omadawi. And here's MP on the outside. Drills it from deep. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Count it!
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Outside Lee. And the high flyers, another triple.
Whew. All the three-pointers coming off his fingers have been right on the money.
Outside Pagan.
2 minutes.
Kicks it to Walker. Pagan, covered by Lee. Here's Kolish. Launches a three. They get it again. And the shot falls.
Not nearly enough energy on the boards there to prevent the putback.
At the defensive end, they've got to be way more aggressive than that on the glass.
And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
No good on that one.
At the line for Union Elite.
He hits the second from the line. Here's the high flyers, leading by as many as 14. And here's MP on the outside. Count it from distance.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
And it's Diaz with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
That is showing some toughness on D. Getting physical, sticking his nose in there, and making a play.
Now here's Lee. Diaz covering. Outside Lee. Here's the three. And another three for the Flyers.
Tremendous half from downtown. He's been locked in since the moment he stepped out on that floor.
Harris outside. Diaz attacking. That's good. And Harris comes up with the assist.
Oh, Diaz was fully committed to the drive, turning on the Jets moving up the floor.
Here's Lee. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
Well, that's simply a great move there. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
It's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Mitchell. Covered by Lee. Back to Kolish. The three is up. Here's Harris. And it's finished off by Harris. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. High Flyers out in front, up by 16. And we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Yes, it's good.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
And here's MP on the outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Stay there.
And here's Harris for three. MP grabs the miss. Pass to Brock. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Robert. A difficult situation for Union Elite. Harris outside. Back to Diaz. Releases it from 15. The High Flyers grab the miss. And here's the fast break. And he's going for the oop here. Back to Lee. And they double up MP. Pass to Callahan. Lee. Here's Gov. Covered by Robert. And Callahan for three. It doesn't go for him.
And most days, that would be his shot. I'm not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him.
Back to Diaz. Mitchell outside. Fires for three. Gove with the rebound. Here's the High Flyers. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second. Yep, count it.
I like the aggressiveness there from Gove near the bucket.
Now Diaz. Lee with the steal. From past the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
It's a one-man show, and the fans are glad they have tickets. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Outside, Harris. Now here's Diaz. The D right on him. Shot clock at 5. For three, it's Mitchell. They get the board. A nice shot by Robert.
A second effort from the big Robert. Coach and scouts love to see that.
And the High Flyers call time here. Time called here. Union Elite.
Timeout.
And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue-chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role.
Come get it, come get it.
The three from Harris. Dunn brings it down. Down low. Casey.
In terms of size, he's not really your typical center, but he plays as big as any of them thanks to his leaping ability.
To the middle. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Reversed at home? That was pretty.
The agility on display.
Totally. Power and grace that had it all. Nice flow to this sequence. Like to see the players working as a unit.
Here's Walker. Laid in with a nice cut shot the glass. Left side lead. Back to Kolish. Plays it in off the break. Now here's Lee. He's guarded closely. This one for three. And Harris pulls down the rebound. And so Union Elite has it here. They trail by 18. Pass to Bullock. 6 to shoot. Harris outside. The three-pointer, no good. Right side Lee. And another miss by the High Flyers. Here's Kolish. Here's Walker. Here's Kolish. Pass to Bullock. To the wing, right side. 4-3. And Kolish misses. The kick out to Mills. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter-oriented.
Great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged.
Substitution for High Flyers.
Back to Mitchell. The tray. Good D that time by Jason Brock.
Credit the D there. They got their hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
2 points.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him. Didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off. The D on him, it has to be airtight. Guys, that was far from it.
Now here's Diaz. Finds Bird. O'Neal comes with the double. And here's Diaz from the arc. They get it back. It's good.
Got to give Harris credit for getting after it on the glass. He earned that second chance bucket.
And they double up MP. Brock, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
Union Elite with the ball. Bird outside. Shoots a three. The High Flyers grab the miss.
Pick up MP.
Inside. And finished off by Callahan.
You don't get a more high percentage look than that for Callahan. A dominant force in close.
Pass to Diaz. Mitchell. Lets it fly. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake.
Come around.
And here's MP on the outside. Mitchell brings down the board. Pass to Diaz. Second shot chance. And it's laid in by Harris.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation.
And here's MP on the outside. Connects it from downtown.
What a competitor. He's been looking for his shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Callahan. Here's Lee. And the dunk by MP.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
Right side, it's Diaz. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance.
Man, in that move I did, like, If you could pull that off, that would be...
You ready, MP?
Hey, tight.
Good evening and welcome to this 2K presentation of the EYBL Showcase. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, and we've got a pair of loaded all-star rosters representing the best club basketball players from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League.
And if you've seen these kids play before, you know exactly how talented they are. We're watching the future of basketball on the court today.
And when it comes to the top talent, Drake, names like Ice McCall and MP jump right out at you.
Those two are some of the more well-known names on the list, but you can look up and down these rosters right here. Any of these kids could be stars. The EYBL is the consensus top league, but there is talent on both of these rosters.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense, with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Pachumsi locking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and the quiet assassin Miles Thunderstone is the anchor in the low post. Now here's Lack, and it's slammed in by McCall.
One of the top 20 prospects on display in this game, an impressive dunker from his height. Ice getting up above the rim.
Drills it from deep. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
The three ball. Another miss by MP. Cologne with it. Harris comes over to pick him up. Pass to Lack. Here's McCall. Down low. Here's Perchupsky. That's good. And so McCall picks up the assist.
Terrific poise in that pick and roll by McCall. An impressive pass caps it off.
From deep, it's MP. And another three for the WCBL. And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Lack. Robinson screen. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by McCall.
Driving in with the ball, skirt, and exiting with 2 more points. McCall's great at dishing, so some teams will sag off, but he's got so many ways to make you pay, and you guess wrong.
On target from long range.
And right now, he is flat out feeling it from beyond the arc.
No gloves, just the hot hand, and they'd be smart to keep riding that.
Now here's Cologne. Kicks it to McCall. Shoots over Lee. Here's Perchupsky. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse.
Substitution for the EYBL All-Stars. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Pick up left.
Outside, it's Johnson. Tombo. Back to Johnson. 4-3. Doesn't go that time. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in and of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Now here's McCall. Pass to Dermanenko. And a great assist by Lack as that one falls.
Well, Lack's on his toes out there. He's focused on the movement of his teammates and looking to find the open man.
And here's the EYBL. 11-point game. Dermanenko. McCall, covered by Lee. Here's Aslanoglu. Dermanenko, just 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. From deep, it's MP. And the rebound goes to EYBL. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
Showing off his range. Lack drained it like it was nothing.
Outside Lee. Fires from deep. Score the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And a 3 in response. Back and forth we go.
Right back at you. I love this competitiveness.
Now here's McCall. Outside, Robinson. Kicks it to McCall. And he lays it straight in.
And McCall, he's so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
Lee with it. And it's Aslanoglu picking him up. And another 3 for the WCBL.
Tremendous half from downtown. He's been locked in since the moment he stepped out on that floor.
Outside, Robinson. Swings it to McCall. Out to Dermonenko. Now Robinson. Here's McCall. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
The thing about McCall, he's so active. You have to account for him every moment he's on the floor.
From deep, it's MP. And another three for the WCBL.
They've been playing a very sound offensive game in the first half of action.
Yeah, the numbers back it up. They've been much better shooting tonight.
Now here's Dermonenko. Kicks it to McCall. Aslanoglu on the screen. And again, it's Tyson McCall.
Oh, wheeling that one in for two. Some ice in the veins of McCall. Pun intended.
Outside Lee. And the West hits it again from deep.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
Outside, Black. Pass to Dermonenko. That's in. Coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Black.
As a defender, you hate guarding this guy because he's capable of making you look silly.
And that one's good for two.
His passing is locked in, even when the man is in motion.
Outside, Black. Vlad Dermonenko. He knocked it down for the buzzer beater. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the WCBL All-Stars, up by 10, and more basketball to come after this short break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Cologne on the outside. Back to Robinson. Stolen away by Harris. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Lee. Here's Stone. And Stone with the slam.
He sees the trajectory of the shot, and he created his own basket. For being so laid back, Miles Stone, he always has a huge impact on the game.
Returns it to McCall. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, he's one guy that has not let the team down, but a few other guys. Can you come and pick up this pace too?
And here's MP on the outside. Fires in the triple.
Can you believe he scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
Cologne on the outside. Black. McCall, covered by Lee.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
Outside Mills. Back to Lee. From deep. And another three for the WCBL.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Outside, Black. Cologne. Inside. Call.
Some inspiration coming from the point guard spot. A big-time dunk to get a little mojo on their side.
They got to chip away at that deficit, and no doubt that will help.
Check the utility bill. This guy is an electrifying player, and that's what he's out here for.
Knocks it down from distance.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter-oriented.
Outside, Black. Outside, Robinson. Kicks it to McCall. And he can't jam it through there.
Not really the best decision. Get that easy too. No need to make it too fancy. He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
It's Cologne on the wing. For Chumpsy, outside. McCall, the three is up. Harris comes down with the board.
He fired with confidence from deep. Just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, but you love that shooter's attitude. Shoot it when he can. If they're going to be successful, they need his scoring. And they've certainly gotten it today. and then some.
Timeout called by the EYBL.
Looking to break up the momentum.
Yeah, some things to hash out for sure.
And the All-Stars deciding to make a switch here.
Joey Jackson. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Lack with it. Kicks it to Johnson. Now here's Prachumpsy. They need this. Out of bounds. It'll be WCBL ball.
Substitution for the EYBL All-Star.
The West with the ball. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. From deep, it's MP. From beyond the arc, and then some. And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class.
And now they're starting to panic a little bit as the drought just continues to worsen.
Time for some kind of leadership to step up and put a stop to this run.
They're creating some separation on the scorecard now.
A nice cushion, and they're not even taking their foot off the gas.
Now here's Cologne. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Personal foul.
Playing with a little bit of aggression. Kind of like that from Cologne.
So it's both teams making a change here. And the second free throw is good. Now here's Lee. Non-stop scoring machine here. Here's Corrado. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. McCall outside. Pass to Cologne. McCall covered by Lee. There's the 3. They get it back. Schroeder, that one's good.
Great job keeping the play alive. Those are hustle points.
From 18 feet away. And again, the West All-Stars score.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Right side, Tombo. From outside, it's off the mark. So it's the West now. From deep, it's MP. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
It's so much fun watching a shooter have a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light is so bright.
Dish to Tombo. McCall. And there's the pick. Back to Tombo. Cologne with it. Guarded now by Moore. With 4 to shoot. Outside, Tombo. Here's Cologne. The West All-Stars pull it down. One-on-one fast break. Here's Corrado. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Their shooting percentage just keeps improving here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job sharing the ball. Good teamwork typically does result in high percentage shots.
Schroeder. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
That play sums him up. He works hard to get the board and has no hesitation to finish.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming.
First team foul.
First one for him falls. And the All-Stars deciding to make a switch here.
Matt Corrado.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's McCall. Here's Prachumpsy. That's good. And so McCall picks up the assist.
That's the strategy. Give Prachumpsy the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
Back to Lee. Let's go with the 3. Sinks it from distance.
He's too good a shooter to leave open. That's a breakdown defensively.
Outside, Tombo. Dermanenko. McCall, covered by Lee. Slam home and draws the foul. A chance for another point at the line. It's going to be on MP.
McCall not only hit the shot, but he gets a freebie now, too. He always seems to come through in the big moment.
So it's the West now. Here's Lee. To the paint. Here's Benish. The kick out to Lee. Stolen away by McCall. It's Lack on the wing. Outside, Robinson. It's McCall on the wing. Pass to Lack. Outside, Robinson. Here's Cologne. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Getting involved on the offensive glass, coach loves it, and Cologne wins a second chance bucket for his efforts.
And the jam by Johnny Chu.
Nice flow to this sequence. Like to see the players working as a unit.
Perchumsey outside. Pass to Lack.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
McCall. Shot clock at 6. And the layup falls.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He will light you up.
And here's MP on the outside. Nails it from 3.
Big mistake. Obviously a defensive lapse there, as he is automatic from deep if you leave him wide open.
Swings it to McCall. Shoots over Lee. McCall, no good. The WCBL on offense. And they double up MP. Outside for Chu. Lee. Here's Corrado, trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Cologne. Swings it to McCall. McCall slams it home.
Dunks like that require serious skill. Certainly not as easy as he made it look.
And he sure does have a lot of skill.
Some of us never get that high up in our lives. This guy can really elevate.
And Lee gets it to go.
Nice kick out after the D collapsed on him.
Outside, Lack. McCall. That one doesn't go either for Tyson McCall. Stolen by Cologne. Pass to Lack. Now here's McCall. Covered by Lee. With just 5 to shoot. McCall, good.
His game is all about speed. You saw there how fast he can shake loose for a game, too.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their...
All right, we're here with MP. MP. Okay. But the matchup, everyone turning into a really exciting scene. Well,
Hey, what's good, Tyson? Hey, man, I've been meaning to ask you one last question. Like, why do they call you Ice? Is it because you freeze up in clutch situations? Because, I mean, you look shook out there.
Yeah. Congrats. Now you can watch me on TV and tell all the truckers at the diner you beat me once.
Ooh, nice sub. Hey, did you want some extra ham and mayonnaise mustard with that?
I would say I'll get you next time, but we're never going to play again. You don't have a future in this, NP.
Right. Come here. Yeah. Look at that scoreboard. I mean, your jaws must be, like, killing you, because I don't understand how you're talking right now.
Okay. I really hope you enjoy your shining moment,
Yeah.
but this is as good as it's going to get for you, NP.
Oh, but it's so good.
Okay.